I think it's very, very important forum. It's different in the sense that it's not just a talk shop. It's more about peer learning from your own colleagues on how to actually improve on the management of think tanks across Africa. And I think what is very important for us is not to talk about the challenges, but to also learn about what other peer organizations are doing in terms of coping and how you can actually adopt that in your own organization. I think one of the most important challenge, of course, for everybody has to do with funding, but fundamentally it's not just about funding itself. It's about the sustainability, the challenge, how to keep on churning out quality reports at all time, not just quantity. So quality is very, very important. Retention of staff, high caliber staff, is very, very important. Then importantly also is how do you get policy makers to adopt your options, your policy options, your prescriptions, that you are not just doing research for research sake, but you are able to actually influence policy change. Yeah, so that's so those are like very key issues. But in terms of whatever we call it, there are also positives, really, because it seems in the last few years, there has been a lot of uptake in terms of the work think tank does on the continent, particularly by the regional economic communities, the continental bodies, and even the national government increasingly. Several work, in fact, and it almost seems to be immediate, like the work we are doing in the security sector, particularly as it relates to dealing with the issue of Boko Haram insurgency, the reintegration in Nigeria, is getting a lot of uptake. It's not even uptake, we are partnering with salient government institutions at the state level and at the national level. And these are positives really for us to show that they are not seeing us as adversaries, but that we are actually partners in progress. And there are several of those works also at the regional level itself. And being consulted in terms of policy formation is also very important. The number of requests we get to make input at the policy formulation level shows that the work are actually recognized, and more governments are seeing us to be partners, not adversaries. I think one of the key things that actually came up for us is the fact that we don't just have to talk, but we must have an action plan which is actually implementable. But one of the key points we came up is mentoring. How many women do we start mentoring? And by mentoring, we do not just want to mentor people who are already in the sector. We want to start mentoring people to choose that as a career path right from the universities, and mentor them till they reach the pinnacle of their own profession. Because talking about equality, gender equality or gender mainstreaming should not just be in the political space. It should include all spaces, economic and the policy sphere as well. No, not at all, really. I think it's, yes, there are challenges, but it's not like challenges where you have people, we disagree to agree. I think that's the very, very important thing to note.